Good morning, YouTube. Did you miss me or something? You keep watching me over here. Why? Just kidding. How's it going, everybody? This is D George. Welcome, welcome. uh, Sunday morning. George got nothing to do. Just drinking his cup of hot tea. Getting warm in here. We got new fish. I just fed them. Um, are we even live? I don't know. Are we something up with this phone this morning? I can see half of my name. The screen's like big. I hope the stream is rolling. And we want to talk about few things, how it is. There was a stream going on right now. What's his name? That's unknown. We got one person watching us. That's okay. Uh, George is not important. Wait. Just wait. A few more seconds. George will be popping everywhere. Yeah. Well, guess what, guys? I don't see you guys playing with discus. Only the big farmers are doing that stuff, and they will charge you hundreds of dollars for discus. Oh, all of a sudden I see chat coming. Chat, three of them pop the same time. Liquid Rock, Eric Wyrock, and Papton Creek Aquatics. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. I don't know if I'm like delayed or something's up. I want to show you guys what I've done this couple days so you get what I'm trying to achieve. So I was thinking about changing my rack system to 20 gallons that I have into a, hold on a second, guys. Jesus, come on. Okay, something's up with this phone this morning. Okay. Alrighty. So look what I've done. Empty, empty. This is empty. Empty. This is empty. It's just water in it, but it's empty. I didn't want to kill the snails, so I left them. This is empty. All empty, guys. 20 gallons empty. This is gonna come down. It's got my blue shrimps in it. It's empty, kind of like, it's gonna be empty. It's got water in this one. So I was thinking on setting up 20 gallons the way they were and drilling them and painting the side like I did this one here. See, but I didn't drill nothing yet. Uh, just painted the side to see how it is. And I went and got a pair of discus and I put them in there, which is right here. As you see, those tanks are empty too. The only tank is got water in it is this one and this one. That one's empty too. So the ones that has fish in it, I didn't empty it. So I tried the 20 gallon. I'm not liking it as much. So what I'm gonna be doing, not drilling nothing. I'm gonna be using 40 gallons. This is 40 breeder, and I'm gonna be putting two of them next to each other, one right there, one right here, facing me, so I can see fish and enjoy them. I'll be putting two in here, two on top, and two on the bottom, non-drilled, each one of them by themselves, system of themselves. I thought about drilling it, guys. It's easy. You hook up 300-gallon plus the sums 350-gallon. I understand that, but what I learned from all this time researching about Good Morning Patty, they were looking for you earlier, and you're here. Welcome, welcome. Patty's tanks, welcome. So this tank here, it's got a heater, sponge filter, and a cone. That's how I want to do it. The sponge filter later on, I'm gonna put something white on it, like a with a zip tie it, and liquid rock, probably a deal. But I think you will do great with them. Thank you, Peplin. So I've been getting in discus. You see me buying discus from here and there, not working, selling, keeping, getting rid of it. The right person come. So what I want to do is I want to get me pairs like I did that one pair. I have more. Wait, I'm gonna show you. I got more discus. This isn't the only pair. Fish on Tactics. Welcome, welcome. So I'm gonna my my breeder, the one that he's been doing research way more than me on this case, and he's been breeding, told me that 20 gallons work, but it's better to take him and put them in the 40 gallons in case you get like 200 fry or more. You have room to raise, so you don't, you just take the mom and dad out of there, put them some in another 40 gallon. So you'll like, I'll get me four pairs in the beginning. I'll try to. I got it right now so far two. I got two proven pairs, and I picked up two smaller ones this big, and then two smaller ones this big. Like they are big. I'll show you them right now. So what he said that the 40 gallon breeder, this is 40 gallon breeder by the way. It's pretty wide in the back and this way. It's a 40 breeder, not a 40 gallon. The 40 breeder, all of us know they're bigger than the 40 gallon. So what's gonna happen is he said not to do 20s. You see how 2020 and 2020, 2020, 2020, that's 100 gallon. Two 40s, that's about 85 gallon or more, a little more maybe. So you got less weight on there. Same time, you'll be watching the fish going back and forth pretty with bunch of babies. Same thing on top. I'm gonna make that same exact 40 gallon. But those 40 gallons right now, they're a little expensive. Instead of buying all these bulkheads, I do have some used ones, but I was gonna buy more. Each one of these cost me like $8 plus the thingy, $12. They're expensive. So if you calculate, I'm gonna need like a bunch of these. Uh, it's better off not drilling anything, just keeping it all by themselves, secluded, like I have all the time. Everybody I talk to drilling about, they have to say something negative, and I don't want to deal with that issue in the future because all of you know me, how I keep my fish, and I share. If I wouldn't share this room, I wouldn't care, but I do share. People do care. People do want to see what you're doing. So if you have it in the system, they're gonna like, oh, George's fish all messed up because he's keeping them all in the system. Well, it's not always that way, but it can go that way if you do something wrong, like bringing a pest parasites from outside and not quarantining it and putting it in your system. That's gonna be messing up. So let's go show you some fish. Do you got my idea, right? I'm gonna be doing. I turned off everything kind of on this side, and then slowly I'm putting like a little dry walls. Try to fix this ugliness here. Make it a little nice and warm. Good day, good day, good day. Everybody just came in. Mark, good day. 40 tolls or would 29 tolls work? 40 tolls. I'm sure 40 tolls would work. Look with rock, but I don't. The 40 tolls are like $90. This can be around 60-ish. If you find a 50, you're lucky. Let me go here. I just fed the fish. Let me show you the other pair that I picked up. I just fed them. They are munching on stuff. So we picked up a pair of red rose. These are in a 29 gallon right now with a heater, 86 the temperature. The sponge filter. There's no overhead sump or anything like that. They're a little skittish. I don't like. You can see scratches on her head. Looks like she must have hit the top of the tank. So I'm gonna be putting these guys in that 40 gallon, just waiting for the tank to get warmed up. I don't want to shock my fish. And yeah, so these are the red rose, the pair that I got. They're proven. Let's let them be. And you saw these guys here, right? Turquoise, yellow base turquoise. I just fed them some bloodworms. They're munching. I also have a hang on back on this 20. You can see in the back one of the tall hang on backs. Really like it goes down to the halfway to the tank. Like you see scratches in the back. That's from the hang on back I was putting. The paint was fresh. I scratched it. I got other tanks. I can always take this one up and give them a better, cleaner one. All right, let's go see how the disc is. The room is still off and a little messy around here. So yesterday I picked up these two. They are juveniles. These are blue cobalts. Look how gorgeous they are, guys. Temporary, I just put them here in this 120 gallon. They'll be going in one of the 40s by themselves, so I can focus on them, feed them, and take care of them. I do not know if they are a pair or not, but to me, with what I see, I'm not sure 100%, but it could be. You never know, guys. I mean, if you get them just juvenile, they're not like paired up 100%. You don't know. So this is not proven pair, but they're gorgeous, right? Look at this guy. Beautiful, nice and thick head, nice and thick head. Yes. So is the other discus. And let me show you another two that I got. Like these guys are beautiful. They're got little stress bars on them, but right now they're munching on beef heart. The past 2 3 days they weren't eating the beef heart, so I'm like happy. I was giving them black worms today. I said, let me just give them beef heart, see what happens. Now after the beef heart, you gotta take it off if they don't eat all of it. Okay, here we go. Picked up another two small ones. Those are diamond blues. Do you see they're not that big like the other ones? These are pretty nice size, about what, 2.5, 3, 2 inches or so? Yeah, about 2 inches. That's one right there, and there's another one right here. They are eating really good. These guys are high dorsal fin, really gorgeous. Thank you, Patty. Yeah, I'm only gonna pick up fish that is happy, healthy. Been at the LFS for more than like a month, and these guys were not cheap. They charged me $55 a piece on these guys. The other ones, they charged me the cobalt blue. They charged me $90 a piece. You see the difference? 55 and 90 because of the size difference. These ones are like almost half of the size of the other ones. So yeah, guys, we're playing with this kiss here. I did tear up my tanks down in there. It's all coming down on that rack. So yeah, that's how it's gonna be down. I'm gonna be playing with some discus, making George some fish to enjoy in the future. So that's my discus journey right now. I will give you guys updates when look what's in my coffee cup. I mean, it's not coffee. I can't tell, so it's gonna go everywhere. I'm drinking tea this morning, changing the ways. Always coffee, 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 coffee. Give the body a break. I was told don't drink coffee when you first wake up. Give like your body an hour, then start drinking the coffee. So, guys, I hope you like this. Disc is coming in and out. I mean, I'm gonna see if I can get bunch of breeding going on. Tian Aqua, welcome, welcome. Nice discus, George. Thank you. So I'm gonna see if how I can get this breeding going. I'm sure I can do it, guys. I mean, discus is not that hard. Everybody say it is. And this discus here, I'm gonna talk about it. The place that I bought them from, the local breeder, like 15 minutes away. I don't need to ship it or anything from Florida or all over the places. It's bred in his tank. He raised those babies and made breeding pairs out of it for himself. So he's a good breeder, Asian breeder. And Al Wetson, hello, welcome. And so he keeps them in harder water. I took my heater thingy, my TDS, and my pH pen. I took them with me to his place. pH was 7.4. He's breeding bunch of babies, guys. I can't believe it. I'm like, what? I go, you told me it has to be lower pH. I'm telling him. He's even telling me. He goes, I stopped doing that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. And he's breeding hundreds of discus. TDS was 200. What? Yeah, I said, what? Why is it so high? And he's like, "Oh, I take the RODI and I mix it half and half with the city water to put the minerals in it back." What? Really? Not just RODI? Yeah. Well, if you just do RODI, you are harming the fish. You are stripping all the good stuff from the tank, and the baby's not gonna grow. They're not gonna have like a good bone density and stuff like that. So he's doing good. The discus are like rock hard, and I bought it, and I brought them here. The first day they won't eat, of course. You shouldn't even try. The next day they come to the front of the tank. I gave them black worm. The following day, I tried a little beef heart. They didn't eat. I gave them black worm. Today, I gave them beef heart. They're eating, so they're good. Yeah, I'm gonna be babysitting this afternoon, so I'm gonna be busy, guys. And I said, let me go live right now while I can. I've been wanting to go live this week and talk about what's going on. So no more thinking about drilling tanks. I don't want to drill anything anyway. You guys see what's going on there, right? I put my what's his name? The marbles that only Oscar likes a lot. I put them in there, and they're bullies. I mean, they're not hurting nobody. I'm watching right now. That everybody's spins are okay. They're just big bullies. That's all they are. There's a bunch of other big bullies in there too, so they'll be fine with each other. I know. I was thinking like, where should I put them? They were in a 20-gallon. They weren't breeding. The male was chasing the female. And I'm like, where should I put him? Well, best place to put another angel with another angel, discus with a discus. So you saw that discus with the angel right now. They're eating. Okay. If what I'm doing is I give little flake food first, and then I put some other stuff to the discus seed. I make sure the discus can eat. If you can't put the discus in a planted tank right away if they're not eating. I mean, if you have them with you for a while, you train them, they're used to you, they know your face, they're not stressed, they're not sick. Yes, go ahead and take them and slowly, if it's the same temperature, you can just grab and put it in the tank. It's the same water, same pH. But other than that, they're not going to be happy if you like keep angels in this case, and angels will be eating all the food. This case will be starving, just like those two pairs, right? The ones I have right there, the big two cobalts. Those guys, I might take them out of there. I might not leave them up, and they're not that finicky. They are hardy fish. I know I lost one this past summer. It could have been just something was wrong with that guy. Yeah, I don't like lids on my tanks. The in my opinion, acrylic lids like this acrylic right here. Look how thick this is. Like it's solid straight. You see, it's still gonna bend if the let's say I cut this for a 40-gallon, made a big 40-gallon lid. It's gonna bend on the corners. So the best thing is like every time you see it bend, turn it around, upside down. It will bend back the other way. You either play around back and forth like that with it, or get a glass one. Glass is very expensive. I mean, that acrylic is very expensive. That sheet right there is more than $180. Trust me, they're not cheap. Yanakwa, I really appreciate you out here. Thank you for everybody else too. LKB Pythons, welcome, welcome. My Pythons, guys, they're in the back burner, meaning that I'm not breeding them. Me and the wife, we even thinking about selling some of them, not breed them, like slowly downhill. In the future, Python's gonna be hot. That's your chance to get my collection if you want. I really having health issues. I don't want to deal with stuff that I can manage with my health. I'm still healthy. 42-year-old, almost 43. Next January I'll be 43. So knock on wood, doctors say you're healthy, which is, I try to keep my health as much as I can. Especially these days, we have to watch what we are eating. It's the same with the discus. This discus needs a lot of water change. Like every feeding, if there's any little particles after so much later, it goes bad. You got to change it. A lot of work with them. Gotta be patient and learn them. Don't give up on them like I did before. I bought pair, didn't work. I got a couple here, didn't work. I got a couple there. So there's rules on everything we do, just like every other fish. Cichlids have rules. The African cichlids has rules. The angels have rules. Discus have rules. Well, sometimes we throw them together. It might work, it might not work. It's like a rolling a dice. But they recommend you to keep discus with discus. If they're juveniles, it all depends on the tank. You have to keep a bunch of them together so they don't kill each other. One picking at one all the time, and stuff like that. We all know about these things. I found chrome pictures, friend, that fit perfectly without removing the glass. Okay, 3G. That's good. But how thick is the glass on those? The thin glass, you touch it on a break and cut yourself over. Be careful. Um, I like these big acrylic thick pieces. They're like a half an inch thick. They don't bend for nothing. Those things are very. But I needed like a nice cutter to cut right on my acrylic cutter that I have here, going left and right. I'm not happy with it. I can not like I don't have a bank saw I can put it on and cut it. Backland Creek Aquatics, just buy a proper glass lid for the tank. It's my advice, Patty. Look, guys, I need to cover my tanks too. So the discus, when you change your water, you want that water to go back high right away. If you keep it open, it's gonna take hours and days to go up high. The minute you cover that heater that working, you know, it expands heat from the tank, but it's in there if you cover it. It's not open. It works better that way. I mean, 100 watt heater, it's gonna take like 12 hours to heat up your 10-degree. Now 200 watt heater maybe will be a couple hours to heat up, maybe 2-3 hours to heat up to 10-degree. Those heaters don't heat up right away because you don't want to cook your fish, right? So they take a time. I put this tank last night, right? Like let's say about 8 hours ago. The temperature was at 70. Now it's at 79. So it's not ready for discus yet. If I put the discus in here, they're gonna hate the guts out of me, especially taking them from 86 and putting them in there. So they're gonna hate my guts if I do that. But I'm gonna learn more. Go um, to his place and brainstorm him. He does betas, by the way, like those what you call it betas, the fancy betas, the galaxies, the kois, the Nemo. He does those. They're easy. I gave him some of my mahachai and my smoradina. He bred the mahachai already, which is good. And I took some plecos. He put it in the tanks. I'm gonna have to do the same thing. So the plecos eat the algae and stuff. I'm gonna throw some plecos in there. Bushy nose plecos. Yeah, the big pleco, some kind of a tiger pleco. I was very happy. I took some baby plecos for him. So I'm excited, guys. Next year, jokes are all aside. Let's make some money, and I'll share with you guys ups and downs and how we're doing. And I'm gonna need some medications, some antibiotics. Supposedly, you're supposed to medicate, learn all about that So if you have a system, you can put it into the system. But if you have a tank, you got to measure piece by piece and put the antibiotics. Like right now, I'm not gonna mess with antibiotics because I'm not mixing this case. I'm not putting, like you see, I got those two blue ones. I'm not putting it in there with those other ones. They're not gonna be together. They're not the same size. Only the same size can go with each other. The pairs I'm not mixing now. When I bring them, I'm never gonna take them and put them in the planet tank and then take them up. Not gonna happen. They're just gonna go into the tanks. Boom, 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 boom. And they're not gonna be mixed. That water not gonna be mixed with that one. Everyone might have a different hose. And I might even like temper, like put this in there. So every day I just go clean it up. That's the best way. The farms do that. Uh, that's what they do, farms. So we're just gonna up the level a little bit, guys. I know you're gonna say, "Oh, I can't keep this case. He's only got this case." Like anyway, guys, no one's literally not a joke. Jokes are aside. I don't want to ship this case. I want to sell it to my local people. They get them from Asia for super cheap, I understand, but they should see the qualities. Oh, sunken heads and problems. They even bring them to the LFS like that. I don't know why, but they're treating them like wild angels in this case. That is shame on them. Polycarbonate lids are good. That's another way. Yeah, those are good. Expensive too. The sheets are expensive. Everything's expensive, right? Uh, One thing I don't understand. See, we got wires, we got airlines come up. Like I have a glass right now on mine, but the edge is not like closed all the way. I got a big, you saw it, right? Big piece of glass. It belongs to a table. It's working. If you found pieces like that from the trash on the corner, don't waste a minute. Take them. Those are what you call it pieces too. Tempered glass. So they're strong. They're not gonna bust on you by little touching it. Unless you drill it, then it go boom, blows up. What's up, fish fam? Danikin Aquatic. How's it going? Glass, yeah, glass is always best. Danikin, we got some big discus, buddy. Yeah, I'm happy that that one pair is eating beef fat right now. So I'll be feeding them once or twice a day, changing the water maybe once a day. On the 20 gallons, I'll do 5 gallon. On the 40 gallon, I'll do 10, 15. I mean, if you do it every day, every other day, you're gonna be a little more. So I'm gonna have to read TDS, keep it in between 100, 120 parts per million. So what happened is like I put auto water. Auto water is low, 14, 15 parts per million, and I'm gonna tap it off with the hot city water with dichlorinator in it. Oh, Neo Nylak G. Alec, welcome, Alec. How the old fish look good, George. Well, yeah, fish looks great, but I got some more new ones. I just showed in the beginning. If you want to go back and watch a little bit. So yeah, Nylak G, they were great. Like you seen the other day, I was pissed off because I was missing one of the bags. Well, yeah, I know you'll be pissed off too. So we got the fertilizer line up, all of it, everything that I need, micro and macros. I'm gonna give this a try after I set up these tanks and get the situation settled down here. And 20 bucks on it, Kenny. Throw 20 bucks on it. What's going on? Polycarbonate greenhouse panels are 55 in, yeah. I wish $55 for a big one. No, it's around 100 maybe over here. If you want, I can go today. No, no, today nothing gonna happen. Today, actually, the wife is about to take off in a little bit. She's going to a baby shower. Her and my older son. Man's not allowed, only kids and women. So, angels and demons. We're gonna call new Akul balls. I'm not changing the channel name, by the way. I don't think you can go get that channel name if you want. Angels and Demons Aquatics. Why I'm calling it that way? Everybody knows discus are people get in and out, get in and out, get in and out. I've done that many times. I bought discus, sold them, raised some, lost some. I don't even remember. I had so many beautiful discus here. Some of them I don't even remember what I did to them. I'm sure I sold a bunch of it. I lost some. I some got sick. So the ones from Tiki that I get, they always have something. You gotta give them some kind of parasite. Clean up the parasite. So, but those two I got, he had some kind of an issue going on in his tank. He cleaned them all up. That's why I was like, it's been over a month there. They cleaned up. They fixed them. I brought them in. Let's hope they're gonna do good. Hello, Ian. Welcome, Nature Atkins Nature Aquarium. Welcome. Yeah, we're talking about discus and the rack system that your phone's sitting on right now. There used to be a bunch of tanks in there. I took them almost all down. There's like only one, two, three with water that I can turn them off any minute I want. Just take there's no fish in it. So just gotta take those down, get some more 40 gallons. I'm missing 5 40 gallons right now. So I'm gonna work on those, getting those and painting them and putting the cones in there. So it's gonna cost me a bunch of money, and no more buying discus until we get all the tanks going. Well, actually, I'm done buying right now for right now. Those ones were the ones that I really like the colors of the blue. I like the reds too. So got some of these. I have an eye on the tiger turquoise. Tiger turquoise. Oh my gosh. Watley Discus has some. $209 each. You have like 22 of them. Just need one. We missed you last night, Daddy. You have Angel and Rainbow Tank 3G. That's the Angel and Rainbow Tank. I got bunch of rainbows everywhere. Got my rainbows up there. Gary Lena is I'm breeding. So those 60 gallons I'm gonna make to grow up discus babies in them. Later on we'll be putting heaters and everything in those. I got one of them. I have it right now. Where my Bozeman eyes are, they're not liking the cold. The colors changed. Since I put a heater, I got it like a 80 degree. Uh, their color came back. They're much happier, and so on. So yeah, everybody's here this morning. You want a quick look at the discus one more time? You guys down to look at them again? Let's see. This one they ate the beef hard. There's nothing left. There's some poopy all over. And make sure they're not pooping wide or anything like that. And don't mix the discus together. Let's say I got some from Tiki. I can't put them with the ones I got from my friend. Those are breeding pair proven. I'm gonna keep everything away from them. Keep them healthy. Keep them happy. Oh yeah, Ian, I got many discus, bro. Let me show you some of them. I know you just got here, and I just showed a minute ago. So Ian, I'm gonna be doing this, buddy. The tanks on top. This was the zebra acaras. I took them out. This is all algaed up. You can see there's nothing in there. It's just off. And this is empty. Nothing in there. I took it down. Hey, my internet right there. You see that? Anyway, this tank has some rice fish and my blue dream shrimp just sitting there. And the minute I get another 40 gallon, this can come out. I mean, why empty the tanks if you don't have the other ones ready right now? because I was in between. My head was hurting so much yesterday. I was in between decisions. Should I drill, put 20 gallons like this, five of them, drill? And the only thing you cannot do with those, you can only put two rows. The bottom row, you have to do it as a sump. So I thought about it. I can only put in, here's the pair, by the way. I can only put in 10, 20 gallons. That is 200 gallon plus another 40, 50 gallon of sump. That's 250 gallon. This way, I only have 40, 40, 40, 40, 640s, and the 640s all together, without the sump, they're not going to be connected. Why are we always yelling? Good day. Welcome. We got a little stress bar, guys, and they're going to go away slowly. They're a little stressed out. New home. These are the pair of yellow turquoise. I think they call them yellow turquoise. You see the blue on the male and the blue and the red on the female. The more blue is the male. The one with a lot of yellow, it's the female. They are eating good, happy. And so, yeah, this rack is going to be discus rack. Yeah, and here's another pair. Let me show you. I got a couple days ago. Oh, you guys. Oh, there's a little piece of beef heart. Yeah, I'll take it off in a minute. So these are so they call them red rose. The one on top is the female. The one on the bottom is the male. These are the red rose. Yep, that's what happens if you don't show up a day or two. They start really missing you. Yeah, and these are the two smaller ones I got a couple days ago. They are happy eating. Those are diamond blues. That one's actually looking for food right now. Like, feed me, feed me. Let's get him a little bit of blood one going. Sorry, guys. I'm getting some food for them. Yep, doesn't want to open up. Yeah, see that? Come on. You have to hold the bottom. Okay, here we go. It's open. It's a California live black ones. They are clean. I cleaned them up, took all the leeches out. And here we go, guys. Discus, that's yours, not for the angels, but the discus are picking up. You see it. I make sure they eat. Yeah. You gotta hold it in the air. Don't let it go until they put it right in front of their faces. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, the angels are so mean. They always like pigs. It's okay. We got a lot of food, guys. I want to fatten them up really bad. Hey, come on, buddy. Okay, let this guy's feast. Oh, this guy's wants to eat some too. Hold on. Well, again, we said no touching the water. Ah, I gotta grab some with this. No, I don't want to put the tweezers, even the contaminate water, cross contamination, and that. Here, guys, eat up a little bit. That red rose is pretty. Got a lot of blues on it. Of course, it will show up. There she goes. She's eating. course, it's gonna show up when it's under the wider, wider background. The minute I put them in there, right now they're just temporary in here. Oh man, let's go try to feed these other two. Ian gotta see them. Oh, half of the lights are off in here too. Let me turn on some lights. Oh, yeah, these guys right here, Ian. But they are on this side. Let me try to see if I can squeeze this forward. Man, I gotta put the camera down. Hold on, guys. Hold on with me with 1 second, all right? I'm trying to do. Did you guys run on the other side now? I'm trying to feed this piece. I need to open this corner a little bit so we can get some food on that going. All right, that's enough opening. Hey, this kiss, come on. Bloodworms right here, buddy. Look, these guys are waiting. Hey, come on here. Look, look. Dude, food. Yeah, come over. I'm not leaving these guys in there. Literally, I'm gonna take them out. They are very nice and healthy. So, hey, oh, I hate you festivums. Like I fed you like a minute ago, so I can feed the discus. They don't care. They're gonna eat. There's food in the damn water. They don't care. They're gonna eat. They don't care. They're gonna eat. Sorry for the glare, guys. I'm trying to feed them and look at the camera at the same time. Hey, these festivums are maniacs. They're eating all the food. I don't want to really feed them all blackworms, man. Oh, I hate this guys. Pissing me off. That's it. I'm done with this. This guy's gonna come out of there today. They're not gonna stay there. I'm gonna take him out. I'll put him in here. I'll put him in here, and I'll wait until that water heats up. I'm gonna put this pair in that tank right now. So got work to do. See, you can't even feed the fish. The discus are needed be taken care of differently, guys. You can't just do it like every other fish, bringing them in and throw them in anywhere you want. You can't just experiment with them. You have to learn about them. So do million research you can. Bring some cheap ones, try them out. They're not gonna work. You want to breed discus, you gotta pay $400-500 for a pair, healthy stuff, and bring it in. I don't recommend discus with the fast. Yeah, yeah, I know, I know. You see the festivums and there's tetras and there's other fish. They're gonna eat all the food. So hey, temporary. I have big room. I can put it in there for a minute. I don't want my LFS to sell them. He was gonna sell them. So either I lose them, then I won't get them again. They weren't cheap either, guys. They were almost at the price of the pair. I would have paid tiny little bit more. I would have got a pair. But the gentleman, I don't feel going good. Like imagine I'm going to George's room. George got his breeding going on, and I'll come and say, George, I want that pair. George, I want that. Like, it could be his best pair, right? Uh, you can't just take people's fish like that, even though he's selling it. He said any. That means any pair. But again, I seen that I got the Marlboro Reds. They're a bunch of babies. I'm like, I can't touch those, dude. They're babies. He's like, yeah, those guys, they're taking care of babies. They had little fries on them. Now these guys, the big ones I brought in, they had babies, but they had big babies on them. Bass fish, yeah. They're in 120 gallon. You see that? These kids are healthy and they've been eating really good the past month. I've been watching them at the LFS. They're pigs, there were other fish in there too with them. So would you keep a discus with a gourami? I wouldn't do it. Sandust. You might be able to if it's big enough tank. There's what you call it's in that tank. Festivums and black phantom tetras, and there's what you call it's in there too. Hongsloi opistogrammas. But they're not gonna be there for long. Imagine, you remember what I said, right? You can't keep them in there. They will starve. Unless you're dumping loads of buckets of blackworm in the thing and flooding the whole thing with blackworms, they can get a bite before the other ones eat it all. and then you can cause problems for your other fish. Too much of protein can cause bloat. So you can't keep them with all the fish. You can keep discus with angels. You can keep discus with every kind of fish, but not African cichlids. But there's always that but. What kind they are? Where they got them from? And are they okay to be with other fish? Did you get them from another planet tank? Did you get them from a whole bunch of wholesaler with bunch of discus in the tank? So it all matters. Discus is like everybody says this and that about them. Okay, I'm not the only one keeper. I didn't keep them perfectly. I'm learning still about them. I'm not telling you I'm professional discus breeder. No, I am getting them from professional discus breeder. My pairs. I know I have a friend. He is a professional discus breeder. I'm learning from him, asking him the questions. I've seen what he's doing, why he said to do the 40 gallons. So what he does, he's got a system with 20 pairs in it, right? Guess what? He breeds them in there. He takes the cones and he puts it in one other tank that those mom and dad take care of any babies. Really? Yeah. So that 140 gallon had like maybe 300 babies in there. After they feed on the mom and they get a week or two old, they'll take a mom and dad out, put them in another tank, and gets going the same thing over and over. Hundreds of fries he has, hundreds of babies. He's got 70-gallon tanks full of fry. And yeah, I said 70 gallon. So you want to raise them, you got to like a couple hundred. You got to put them in the big tanks, and when they get to a certain size, you got to divide them. You can't keep the big ones with the smaller ones. So the big ones most of the time are males. The smaller ones are female. If you keep them together, big ones will eat the small ones' food. I don't keep discus and probably won't for a while. Yeah, but they are gorgeous fish. And I know you agree. And I know why you don't keep discus, and I know why I wasn't keeping discus too. The big blue are sweet. The greenhouse supply place near Chicago that people get one wall, twin wall. Polycanal for lids. Well, find out if you want. You want. Okay, good. Still talking about polycarbonate. Yes. 5 inch. Guy here has a strawberry discus for 500 a piece. Yes, that is true. Look them up. Jack Watley discus, that discus. There's a bunch of discus sellers. There's a lot of wholesalers too, like the ones that come in from Asia. So the ones that like, well, those ones you don't really want to buy those unless you like got a 60-gallon, 100-gallon. You're gonna throw 10, 12 in there and see which one's healthy, which one's eating, and keep changing their water and make a pair out of them. That would work. But if you keep them in a smaller tank and 5, 6 of them together, they're gonna crash and go bye bye. This extra temperature requirement turns me off. I agree with that one. The temperature has to be hot for them to get their stable, metabolism going. They kick them in the breeding. I mean, it's hot in here. I don't have a problem with the temperature. I just gotta keep that garage door closed. It's gonna stay hot in here, always hot. I have it insulated, and so I just I'm gonna have to do it. Something gonna bring me extra money in here somehow, so I can remodel, expand it better, cover the top. I can't just take all the money. It will break my mentality. All my money on the walls first and stuff. Like, yeah, this isn't my place. Remember, I can just live here anytime. If it was like my place, I'm doing it from scratch. Yeah, I understand. The extra temperature, yeah. So you got to keep it hot. The gentleman had it at 82. All these breeding ones, but the babies, no, 84. So you can, if they are not feeling good, you can raise the temperature a little higher. That's what they recommend you to do. So I'm just Jeff Kane. Hello, welcome. I'm just worried if I can fit two 40 gallons next to each other on those. I haven't brought the other one yet. I measured it and I'm like, I don't know. I'm like little bubble right now. So we're gonna see if I can fit another 40 gallon. I mean, he has done it. He got two 40 gallons next to each other like this on one of those racks, and it's the same rack. So I'm sure I can do it too. And I have a wood underneath. We'll see what happens, guys. And thanks for everybody coming by today. I got about a little bit left and gonna call it off today. And gotta start babysitting, cleaning, and cooking dinner later. Like I said, the wife is not gonna be home. I'm all by myself with the kiddos. Gotta do keep quick water changes on the discs, get those little particles of the beef heart out of there. Stuff like that. I don't like the algae on the rock. I mean, on the walls and stuff from the light. So this case doesn't require a lot of light. What I'm gonna be doing? Turning off some lights, put a like a one lump light bulb right there to give them light. So they don't really need that much light. Rio Negro or wherever the nature comes, they are dark in the dark water anyway. They don't need that much light. Yeah, Georgia has not want to change that forever. Yeah, that's why I suck. But look, dude, everything here is been taken care of. If I show you one photo of where the one tank is I can't touch, you gotta understand. I'm not by myself in there. I got a wife, teenage 15-year-old, and a teenage like 12-year-old, and a 5-year-old kiddo. So you know, a kid, a house with the teenagers, you know how cluttered it is. So in front of my fish tanks, I got stuff. I can't even change water. I'm just adding out of the eye water. Alec, what did you say? George is a house husband, way better than Beirut. What do you mean? I mean, I don't understand way better than Beirut. Beirut. Is that a person or where I was born is? Well, I was born in Beirut. Yes, yes, it does, but not too much liquid rock. I don't like a lot of algae like this one has some. I'm scraping it. It's like a hard algae. Uh, yeah. As long as they eat, they're good. I mean, right now, especially they took the beef part. I'm happy with that one. You know. But yeah, let's get biscuits going. And so when they have babies, I'm gonna show you guys one by one. How I'm doing it, how things working, how big are the babies. Just hang in there with me, and I most likely go live. Uh, you know, like this. I enjoy going live and talking live, live, live. Everybody does. That's what I'm saying. Beirut used to be nice. You been to Beirut? Alec, I loved it there. Beirut used to be nice. Yeah. George has been like home, hasn't been going anywhere, babysitting. Yeah, Beirut, I was everywhere, bro. I was in the mountain one day. 1 hour I was down to the beach. Yeah, I don't even want to think. That was past life. I've moved on. Past is past, gone. Let's look at the future. Please, I don't want to live in the past. I am not one of those guys that, oh, I enjoyed it so much. I want it to be that way. Never gonna happen. Past is past. The future is what matters to you. Remember yesterday, You're not that same person. Today, you're going to work like 10 times harder to become a new person. The same with me. I am not that same George as yesterday. The body is the same, spirit might be the same, but I am not the same. Look at this. I turned the tank down. It's been sitting here for 2, 3 years in like overnight. I stayed up till 1:30 in the morning working, emptying tanks up, putting fish around, sold some out to do what is in my head. And if you don't do it, you will not learn. You won't know. You won't try. You won't know. You won't jump in that swimming pool. You won't learn how to swim. I was what, 13-year-old, 14-year-old mom. I was kiddo. Started learning how to swim. You should be learning way younger. Yeah. Discus, dum dum dum. Discus, John Larson. Welcome, John. We're about to call it in 5 minutes, but yes, John, if you just showed up, we tore up a 15 20 gallon tanks. I'm putting 6 40 gallons instead. Now, there's other stuff gonna happen. You don't know. Let me tell you. Got 4 minutes left. The big U tank, the Half Moon, 185 gallon on the floor. That's coming out. I'm gonna take it out of here. Yeah. A friend saying push it to the side. I don't think it's gonna fit, but again, we don't know. We'll see. This angel tank right here, this one, where the avatars are, that's going where that 180 is, 185. It's gonna go right there, so I can see it, really enjoy it. And then where these guys are, I'm gonna bring another rack, put all the 20s back on it, because it's good to have 20 gallons. They're not bad. 20 gallons are always good. There's all kinds of stuff in it. 40 gallons better, 16 gallons way better, 80 gallons way better. If you have a swimming pool, is way better. uh, yeah, guys, thank you for everybody coming in today. I really enjoyed talking to you and brainstorming with you. I'm telling you what I have in my mind. I speak cabeza. It was pleasure, everybody. Yeah. What else? Anything else did I miss? Yeah, the wife's like, don't give up on the other stuff, George. Keep reading what bringing joy. I'm like, nah. I love fish. I'm gonna keep reading it, and I get the enjoyment out of reading. I want to see some discus with babies on them, man. It is so fun to watch and record it. Those discus are so used to you. They'll pass by the tank. They're not scared or anything like that. That's another extra. So a lot of good things happening. I hope it stays positive like this. I know stuff gonna happen in the future. Like we might get parasites. I'm gonna have to learn what kind of chemicals to use to quarantine them. I'm gonna see if my babies eat flakes. I can put, which I do in my flakes. I learn how to clean up their system without killing them. Yes, I do get a lot of enjoyment out of reading. Um, the best part is when I grow up the babies and I share it with you guys and everybody, LFS, and whoever wants to get them. And then you go there to the LFS like, yeah, man, I go saw my fish. Yeah, that not everybody can say that, right? I mean, we can, Fish Fam can, but people that I go there, oh, beautiful fish, I want them all. You guys don't even know. George bred some of those. Yeah, we bred hundreds of fish in here. Bunch of different species. Yeah, I've done many things. Amazing stuff. Bandazole, great. Can't find it. I got what you call it. I got a pig dewormer. It's the same thing, right? So what I do is I put some of that Metroplex, some praziquantel, and some of that pig dewormer on my food, dry it up. The crystals are all on there. and I'll just feed the fish. But they have to eat. The fish have to eat. They have to be like the angels are eating, no problem. But the discus don't even bother touching that food. So you got to do like black worms. But black worms, you can't put any parasitic stuff in there because you will kill the blood worms instantaneously. I've tried it. Like praziquantum, one drop in the black worm cup, every black worm is dead. Anyway, guys, I enjoyed the day today. Have a good Sunday, and we'll see you next week. George is out.